Our next story is an uncommon one of courage, as our subject tries to make lemonade out of the lemons fate has handed her. She has a very rare condition and is struggling to live a normal life. Antonia Musu says she would do better with just a little bit of help.
Temitee Popola is 30 years old. She is a sickler. That is, she suffers from sickle cell disorder. The sickling cells block blood vessels and cause severe pain to the body. Like all other sicklers, Tope had a fair share of these severe pains or crises until the last major one that devastated her.
I fell sick in 1996, which is the crisis, is normal with sickle cell patient. During the crisis, I was on bed for a long period of about 8 months or 12 months, and there was constant pain for this period. It fused my joint, my hip, mainly my hip and both hip and both knees. So it's restricted my movement, my mobility. So I couldn't really move my left leg well. I couldn't stretch it out and move it well. Although the right leg is partially okay, but it was also affected. That's about 6 or 5 years ago. Somebody told me that year was online that sickle cells are, the new side to sickle cell is affecting joints. When that news came out, if people have done the research they should do, if the right people have done what they should do, the likes of me would not sit down here like this today.
Dr. Lufemi Dada, a consultant hematologist, comments on Tope's condition.
She may have had osteomyelitis or arthritis, and in the process, because of their peculiar sickle cell syndrome, they are prone to some microorganisms called encapsulated organisms. It may be difficult to get antibiotics into the bone. Once you have an inflammation of the bone, the orthopedic surgeons will confirm that. Antibiotics, by the time they enter the stomach, enter the blood, very minute quantity get to the bone. So it's difficult to manage osteomyelitis. And osteomyelitis that is acute becomes chronic, and once it becomes chronic, you can't predict when it will heal. So
after that crisis, Tope found herself in her present state and had to drop out of school. But her determination to forge ahead made her pick up the pieces of her life, and her former principal tells us how.
Tope was a final year student when I first got to Keke High School, Ibakoijai. She was already in SS3. That's when I first met her, but I didn't really meet her then, because shortly after I assumed duty, she fell sick, and she never took the final exam. She had to withdraw from school. So it was about 5 years later that she wrote a note to me that could she come and book an appointment to meet me. And when she came, she explained that she wanted to take the SSC and pursue her career. So from there, we became very close. And I've been assisting her. She passed the SSC. She got admission to LASSO on her own merit. She's in the Department of Mass Communication.
Tope's dad is dead, and her mother is a petty trader. And when she gained admission into the Lagos State University School of Communication, she had to relocate from her home at Idimu on the outskirts of Lagos to a friend's place very close to her school in Surulere. With one problem solved, Tope still had to contend with another, climbing up and down from the second floor 3-story building she's squatting in. Attending lectures and being a student at the Lagos State University School of Communications equally takes its toll on Tope, who is in her 3rd year.
Even now that I'm staying around, it's not easy, because when I walk like that, I get tired easily. And when I get to the class, at times I would have spent so much energy that I can't even assimilate things that is going on in the class. At times I have to sleep. At times I doze off during lectures because of the stress, amount of energy I've exerted in walking.
Unable to watch this young and determined student continue to struggle through her schooling, one of Tope's lecturers decided to intervene.
No student works that way, and it's painful. It's even it pains me to see somebody working that way. Again, I've worked before in NTA. We know that television is a social instrument. And I thought, well, let's appeal to the world, at least to Nigerians. There may be some help somewhere.
What the doctor said is that I need both hip and both knee cap replacement. That's what I needed to correct the deformity to be able to live a normal life. I was at Bobby, I think Dr. Giwa of Luth. He said then that I won't need less than 5. Then in 1999 when I first saw him, 100 million naira. In 2005 when I got admission, school insisted I go for chair. I go and know how much and what is needed. He said he doesn't think it's less than 5 million naira. Then, now I don't know what it will cost now.
Courage in the face of adversity while keeping her dream alive. Surely a lesson for us all. Well, let's take another commercial break, and on the flip side, when we get back, the 65-year-old father whose daughter takes the strap to him. Strange but true.